we're Pauline and Jeff Davis. We moved on to the Queen's Hill estate 20 years ago in November.
Yes.
We'd been living in a 3-bedroom house, but with mobility problems, we needed a ground floor flat. So we moved into Queen's Hill View, which is no longer there because it's where they've built Hillside. It was brilliant. The flat couldn't have been any better. Jewish housing have been amazing. Because it's such a small housing association and because it's based in the Queen's Hill, the staff know all the tenants know staff, and it's a really good relationship all the way around. We've never had any issues at all with anything.
No.
You know, if there's ever been a problem, we've been treated with the utmost respect. Obviously, about 4.5 years ago, when they decided that they were going to rebuild at the Queen's Hill, we had to move from Queen's Hill View. Now, you at first was against Sheltered.
Sceptical.
Didn't want to go into Sheltered. Liz Miller actually showed us a flat in Stonegate Way and we couldn't refuse it. It's absolutely brilliant. The fact that our family aren't sort of all in the area makes it easier for them because they know at least if we need anything, there's somebody there. And I can't say enough about how great the sheltered accommodation is. You know, it's a family that we went in not knowing what to expect, and we were greeted with such warmth and we became part of it, and it's been really good. Can you add?
Yes, we feel safe and secure here, you know, which is most important. If you want any help, they're here to help. If you don't want any help, that's perfectly well. The staff are absolutely amazing, respectable. You know, whatever you do, they will do for you. They're there to help if you want their help. And it's great for us. If you want to leave the flat and we're involved in this and that and the other, whatever you want to be involved in, you can. Or you don't have to be. You please yourself.
And when you look around the estate, you know, there is such a need at the moment now for family housing, which I understand is the next thing on the agenda. And, you know, it keeps the Jewish community together. It really was, because a lot of the community was spread all around Leeds. Because I know various people who moved onto the estate as it was built, friends, their families. And in fact, my aunt and uncle moved on, Gertie and Sammy, they were living down at the bottom of Scott Hall Road in council housing, right on the main Scott Hall Road, and they moved into a lovely flat on here. They were absolutely delighted. So it was because it brought these people all together, and as it's grown over the years, people have realised that there's an absolute need.
It's like a large family. We've all arrived home. We've all been scattered to the four corners of the earth, and we've come back together.
One little story is that we've got a lady who moved onto into our building, onto our floor, a neighbour, last year, and this lady is actually from Iran. And talking to her, she's only been in England 4 years, although her family have been here. Her daughter and son have been here longer. But she was telling us that in Iran she lived in an area and she was surrounded by Jewish people. All her friends were Jewish, she went to school with Jewish people. And then of course, as things changed then, all the Jewish people left Iran, she lost that continuity and she's moved in here and she just feels as though she's come full circle. And you know, to give somebody like that a chance, it's absolutely amazing, because not every person is Jewish, not every person is English. And it's a really good mix.
A mix at home. We have arrived. It's the best way to actually describe it.
Just wish them all everything, all the muscle, and
Health and happiness.
and continue
That's
with
it,
what they're
isn't it,
doing
love?
because it's amazing.